I'm Doug Pavel. I'm from Whitewood, South Dakota, which is in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and my son Brian is an organ and tissue donor. October of 2007, he suffered some very critical injuries from a construction accident, which eventually led to him passing away on November 1st of 2007. Brian was, he was an outdoor kid. He loved being outside, and he went to college for a field to study that would get him outside, range management, which meant that he spent quite a bit of time up in the hills. We live in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and that was one of his favorite places. But he also loved the mountains of Idaho. He had a connection with wild Mustangs, the Bureau of Land Management wild Mustang horses, and of which he adopted 2 of them himself, along with his mother, my wife Carol. She also adopted one. And that was Brian's life. Brian's life was being outside, fishing, hiking, being with the horses, and taking lots of pictures, which is something that we are so thankful for, because we have the countless numbers of photographs, digital photographs of the Black Hills. One of the things that he was able to do on our farm is we have a particular spot on the farm where Brian identified in excess of 30 varieties of wildflowers. And every spring, Carol, my wife, and his mother, and he would go out to this particular spot, and they'd look at the flowers together. So we turned that into a memorial garden. And now whenever we're up there, of course, that's one of the spots that Brian loved, and that's a place that we just deeply cherish. Brian was able to help 5 people through his gifts of organs. That'd be the kidneys, the corneas, and then his heart and liver, which went to one gentleman. And then he was also able to help an additional 44 people through gifts of bone and tissue donations as well. The youngest person that he helped through the tissue donation was 12, and the oldest was 72. And the list includes 30-some states all across the United States. The one that is very dear to us is his heart and liver, which went to a gentleman by the name of Dick Vale of California. And we've gotten to know Dick very closely. We keep in constant contact. Dick has assured us that Brian will never be forgotten, and we know that Dick will never let Brian be forgotten. And the amazing thing from all of that, as well, is because of Dick's condition, Dick's liver was able to be gifted to another gentleman. So not only was Dick a recipient, but he also, because of the whole process and because of what Brian was able to give him, was able to help someone else who is also a donor as well. And it's been a tremendous journey. That may sound odd, but it has been. Our healing really started that day when we met the young man with LifeSource, and the whole organ donation process takes us to where we are today. Because of our work through LifeSource and our work volunteering for organ donation, we have met countless people whose lives have been blessed on both sides. Organ donation for the family, for the donor family, is truly a blessing, because it is just a wonderful, wonderful part, a way to begin and to continue the healing process. My name is Doug, and my son Brian is hope.